An Employable Me digital exclusive.
Today is a big day for Ben. After applying for several jobs, he has been invited to interview for a position at Ascari Restaurant Group in downtown Toronto. Ben's first interview is with Val, a hospitality recruiter.
Ben.
Hi,
Val.
it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
If he can impress her, he will get the opportunity to interview with Ascari's president, Eric.
Some of the qualities they look for in a potential employee it varies depending on the organization, but drive is a big one, ability to learn, ability to work in group settings. Come on this way. Just one step up here. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So Ascari Hospitality Group, where we are today, is looking for sort of an entry-level marketing coordinator intern to help them grow their new business, and they're looking for new ideas. So with this new avenue they've gone with, they're providing meal kits, providing virtual cocktail hours, things like that. For marketing for them, when you don't have that walk-by traffic, what do you think the best way, again, coming just fresh out of school, like what are some of the new ideas about how to get that message out?
The biggest way to actually get these people's attention, especially because we're all stuck at home now, is trying to get them on social media platforms, especially Instagram and TikTok though, because it's about that demographic and reach. Facebook, your primary audience is about 50 to 80, pretty even.
Really? 50
Yeah.
to 80 years old?
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
but then Instagram is a lot more popular with millennials, and then you've got the Generation Z and all that stuff, who are way more into TikTok, Snapchat. So it's really a huge thing about segmentation. And then depending on how you use hashtags, depending on when you use promotions, you can really specifically reach any kind of target market that you can think of.
So as this is like an entry-level role that we're talking about here, there's going to be a big learning curve. You're going to have lots of questions, figuring things out. What do you find works best for you? How do you get the information you need to be successful in something?
I'm very much a hands-on learner. The more time I can spend actually doing something, the faster I'll pick it up.
Great. All right, Ben, well, thanks for that. And I will go find Eric, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome.
All right, thanks. Great to meet you.
You too.
I've made the decision for Eric to now meet with Ben because Ben has impressed me. I think he's exactly what Eric and Ascari are looking for. That youthful energy, that drive, that willingness to learn. Those are all things that are really important for Ascari, and Ben so far has shown me all those capabilities.
So Ben, just tell me a bit about yourself.
I just graduated from the marketing program at Seneca College in December.
Okay.
So since then I've been looking for jobs in marketing.
What attracts you about the restaurant business?
I think one of my favorite things about restaurants in general is that it's sort of a balance between consistency. There are certain menu items that you know you like, but also there are a lot of different things that can go on with events, changing menus, seasonal menus, different items like that. So it's a good blend of having a pattern and a schedule that you can stick to, but also having a variety of different things going on that keep you interested and keep it from getting stale.
I'd like to talk about how, from a marketing perspective, you might see yourself fitting in here and helping to sort of drive our outward-facing presence.
An idea I had, patio season is always a huge thing, but here in Ontario specifically, because of the stay-at-home order, everybody has to stay home. I was thinking, what if there was a way that you could sort of get that ambiance and feeling without leaving your house? Possibly partnering with some local businesses like florists, woodworkers, different things like that, and trying to sort of scale down a patio and just create a step-by-step, build it yourself kind of ambiance kit almost. I came up with that elevator pitch mid-conversation with Val, actually. Throw in some recipes, figure out this is how you'd set the table, set the lighting, give them that patio feeling without having to worry about the COVID of it all.
Right. Interesting.
The notion of putting together like a patio experience, that got me thinking, and it demonstrated that he's really thinking on a bigger scale. He's thinking about hospitality, even though he doesn't have a ton of experience in hospitality. And then it's a real sort of out-of-the-box kind of idea, and those are the ideas that I love.
All right, Ben. Well, thanks again. That was really a really good chat. we're going to be in touch, and we're going to talk again very, very soon, and we'll continue the conversation, and hopefully we can get something together here.
Sounds great.
Ben is a very, very impressive young man. You can teach all the technical stuff, but there's a disposition you can't teach, and he's got a very, very good disposition.
I'm actually really excited about the prospect of working in the restaurant industry. I've told my mom this a couple of times. After making money, doing stuff in like marketing, business, all that stuff, I considered long-term possibly investing in a restaurant of my own. So this would actually be a really cool way to learn about the industry.
Stream episodes of Employable Me Season 4 at AMI.ca or on the AMI TV app.